Picture this, you're 38, sitting at your kitchen table at 10 p.m., finally checking your 401k balance after months of avoiding it. And there it is, $42,000. Not terrible, but not great. Then you scroll LinkedIn and see a coworker your same age posting about their 150,000 plus retirement account milestone. Same career path, same salary range, but somehow they're years ahead. You think, I still have time, I'll start saving seriously in a few years. Wrong. Waiting just 5 more years could cost you nearly $1 million in retirement wealth. Yeah, you heard that right. $1 million gone because you waited. This is the most expensive mistake people in their 30s and 40s are making right now. Stick with me, the math is going to shock you and light a fire under you. You think, come on, $1 million, that can't be real. But it is, and it's not about needing a huge salary or being a stock-picking genius. It's about the brutal power of compound interest and how every year you delay starting or increasing your $500 per month investing habit, the price tag gets exponentially higher. My name is Mark from Mark Invest. If you're between 30 and 45 and you've been telling yourself, I'll start next year, or it's too late, this video is for you. Today we're breaking down the urgent math that shows why waiting 5 years costs you $1 million, and exactly what to do if you're ready to stop waiting. Quick question before we dive in. How old are you right now, and how much are you investing per month toward retirement? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one and reply to as many as I can. Hit like if the idea of losing $1 million just by waiting 5 years already hits hard. And let's get into the numbers with 2 people who started in the exact same spot you're in today. Let me show you exactly how this delay plays out with 2 people who started in the exact same financial spot you're in right now. Meet Jessica and Amanda. 2 38-year-old Americans, both making around $80,000 a year in similar jobs, same city, same rent pressure, same life expenses. Jessica has been investing $500 a month consistently since she was 35. Automatic transfers into a simple S&P 500 index fund like Vanguard VOO or Fidelity FXAIX. Low fees, set it and forget it. She doesn't obsess over daily market swings. She just lets time do the work. Amanda, she's in the same boat financially, but she keeps telling herself, I'll start seriously next year, or I'll wait until I get a raise. So she delays, maybe puts in $100 here and there, but nothing consistent at $500 per month yet. Both feel like they have time. But let's fast forward and see what the math does over the next 30 years. If Jessica keeps investing $500 every month starting now at age 38 over the next 27 years at historical S&P 500 average returns of 10%, she contributes about $162,000 of her own money. Compound interest turns it into roughly $1, $8 million by age 65. That's her baseline path. Amanda waits just 5 more years. She starts at age 43 with the same $500 per month. Over the remaining 22 years, she contributes about $132,000 less total because shorter time. At the same 10% return, it grows to around $800,000. The difference, nearly $1 million less in retirement wealth, all because she waited 5 years. That's $1 million gone, not from bad investments, but from the simple act of delay. To catch up to Jessica's $1.8 million, Amanda would need to invest about $690 to $720 a month starting at 43, almost 40% more per month just to reach the same endpoint. That's the brutal math. Every year of waiting doesn't just cost you 1 year of contributions, it costs you the exponential growth that money would have had. If we look even further, someone who starts $500 per month at 35 like Jessica ends up with over $3 million by 65. Wait 5 years and start at 40, you need roughly $690 per month to hit the same number. Wait 10 years, start at 45. You'd need over $1,050 per month to catch up. The target moves away faster than most people can run. The gap isn't about luck or genius, it's about time. Compound interest rewards the person who starts early far more than the person who starts big later. And if you're in your 30s or 40s right now, you're at the exact age where 5 years of delay can literally cost you $1 million or more. You're probably thinking, okay, but $500 a month is a lot. Where do I find that? Here's the uncomfortable truth. You already have it. You're just spending it on things that won't exist in 40 years. Waiting isn't neutral, it's expensive. Every year you delay starting or increasing your $500 per month. Investing habit, the price tag rises exponentially because you're missing out on compound growth on both your contributions and the returns they would have earned. Let's make it concrete with 2026 numbers. If you start $500 per month right now, age 35 to 40 range, $3.16 million at 65-40 years total time. Wait 1 year, need $520 per month to reach the same goal. Wait 5 years, need $690 per month to catch up. Wait 10 years, need $1,050 per month. More than double the monthly effort for the same end result. That's the hidden cost each year of waiting. Doesn't just cost you 12 months of contributions. It costs you the exponential returns that money would have generated. In the first 10 years, growth is slow. But after that, your money starts making more money than you're adding. Miss those early years and you miss the biggest leverage point. Where does the $500 come from? Look at your current spending. Average car payment $772 per month, subscriptions $90 per month, dining out / DoorDash $280 per month. Most people in their 30s to 40s already spend $500 to $1,000 a month on things that depreciate or disappear. Redirect even half of that. Cut one subscription stack, eat out less, downgrade the car payment, and you have the $500 without feeling deprived. In 2026, with inflation still pressuring paychecks and living costs, eating more than ever, it feels hard. But the real pain is realizing at 55 or 60 that you need to save 40% of your income to catch up. That's not happening with kids' mortgage and life. Waiting is the silent thief here. So why do so many smart people keep waiting? It's not the market. It's fear, mindset, and a system that benefits when you delay. Let's talk about that next. Let me show you exactly why the fear of it's too late or the market will crash is keeping millions of people in their 30s and 40s from starting, and how both fears are massively overblown. But I know what's running through your head right now, Mark. The math sounds amazing, but isn't it too late for me? I'm already 38. What if the market crashes and I lose everything I've delayed putting in? This is the exact mental block that stops most people aged 30 to 45 from starting or ramping up their $500 per month habit. So let's kill both fears with cold hard facts. First, it's too late is a lie. The S&P 500 has delivered an average annual return of about 10% since 1926. Nearly 100 years of data through every imaginable crisis: the Great Depression, 86% drop, World War II, 1970s stagflation.com bust 2008, meltdown COVID crash, 2022 inflation dip. Through all of that, the long-term average is still 10%. After inflation, 7%. Even at that conservative number, $500 a month starting at 38 can still grow to well over $1.5 million by 65. It's not too late, it's just more expensive the longer you wait. Second, the crash fear. The S&P 500 has never produced a negative return over any rolling 20-year period in its history. Not once. If you invest consistently for 20 years or longer, you have always made money. Over 30 years, the worst annualized return was around 4.3%, still positive and still beating inflation. Every crash has recovered. COVID 5 months, 2008. About 5.5 years. The market is far more resilient than headlines make it seem. And here's the game changer when you're investing $500 every single month. Market crashes are actually your friend. When prices drop 30%, your $500 buys 30% more shares at a discount. That's dollar cost averaging doing its job, automatically buying low without you having to time the market perfectly. You don't need to predict bottoms, you just need to stay in. JP Morgan data drives this home. If you invested $10,000 in the S&P 500 from 2003 to 2025 and stayed fully invested, you'd have grown it significantly. But if you miss just the 10 best trading days out of more than 5,000 days, your return drops by more than half. And 7 of those 10 best days happened right in the middle of bear markets, during the most panicked, scary times. If you pull out in fear, you almost guarantee you miss the biggest rebound days. The S&P 500 has survived the Great Depression, 2 world wars, 9/11, 2008. COVID inflation spikes, but sure, it's probably going to collapse because you decided to finally invest $500 a month. You're the one thing that finally breaks capitalism, right? Sarcasm aside, the data is overwhelming. The market isn't the problem. The real problem is your brain telling you to wait and a system that profits when you do. Let's talk about why that happens next. So if the math is this clear and the market has proven itself over a century, why do so many people in their 30s and 40s keep delaying that $500 per month habit? Why do we tell ourselves, I'll start next year, or it's too late now? It's not the market, it's your brain, and the system designed to exploit it. Your brain is wired for present bias. It massively prefers $500 in your pocket right now over $1 million or more in 30 years. Future money feels abstract. Today's bills, vacations, car payments, and subscriptions feel very real. So you keep pushing off investing because the pain of starting feels immediate while the reward feels distant. Then there's the "it's too late" syndrome, especially strong for people 35 to 45. You look at your 401k balance, see it's only $40,000 to $60,000, compared to someone who started at 25 and think, I'm so far behind, why even try? That mindset is a self-fulfilling prophecy. The truth is, even starting at 40 with $500 per month can still get you to $1 million plus by 65 to 70. But your brain convinces you it's hopeless, so you don't have to face the discomfort of changing habits. Lifestyle inflation makes it worse every raise, bonus, or side income you upgrade. Nicer apartment, better car, more subscriptions, fancier vacations. Research shows 78% of people say they'll save more with a raise, but almost none do unless it's automated. Your brain sees extra money and immediately spends it on deserved upgrades instead of future security. And the system it loves when you delay. The financial industry makes billions from panic trading, frequent fund switches, and chasing hot stocks. They make zero when you buy one boring index fund and hold for 30 years. So they'll never push the simple, patient solution. They benefit when you wait, get scared, and then try to catch up with risky bets. That's why the message is always time the market or buy this hot thing instead of start $500 per month and forget about it. The good news: once you recognize these traps, present bias, too late thinking, lifestyle creep, and a system that profits from delay, you can break free. Regular people have done it. Let me show you proof next. So if the math is this powerful and the market fears are overblown, why do so many people in their 30s and 40s still hesitate? Because they think it's too late, that the early starters have all the advantage. But history is full of people who started later and still won big. Take Ronald Reed, a janitor and gas station attendant in Vermont. He didn't start seriously investing until well into his adult life. He lived extremely frugally, never made more than $20,000 a year, drove a rusty car, patched his clothes with safety pins. But once he began, he consistently bought shares of solid dividend-paying stocks, with whatever small amounts he could spare, every week without fail. He didn't chase trends or time the market. He just stayed invested for decades. When he died in 2014 at age 92, his estate was worth over $8 million. The hospital he left money to was stunned. They expected a few thousand. His library got $1.2 million. Ronald started later than most, but time and consistency turned small, regular investments into millions. Then there's Grace Groner. She bought 3 shares of Abbott Laboratories stock in 1935 for just $180. She reinvested every dividend and never sold. She lived a simple life, no big salary, no flashy moves. When she passed away in 2010 at age 100, those 3 shares had grown to $7.2 million. She started early, but the point is even modest amounts held for decades explode. And look at today's numbers. In 2026, Fidelity reports over 595,000 people with 401k balances of $1 million or more. Many of them didn't start at 22. A huge portion began seriously in their late 30s or 40s, ramping up contributions as their careers stabilized. The average contribution rate for these millionaires is just 14.1% of salary over 26 years. That's not superhuman. It's consistent automatic investing. Here's a concrete example for you right now. If you're 40 and start $500 a month today into an S&P 500 index fund, at 10% average returns by age 65, 25 years later, you'd have around $1 million. Bump it to $600 per month as your salary grows, you could easily hit $1.2 to $1.5 million. That's not too late, that's still millionaire territory for most people. These stories prove it's not about starting at 22, it's about starting before you run out of time. If you're 35 to 45 and reading this, you're in the perfect window. Every month you act now adds massive leverage. The people who regret the most aren't those who started late, it's those who never started. So let's turn regret into action right now. Look, I can show you all the math, tell you stories of janitors who died millionaires and people who waited too long. But none of it changes your future unless you act in the next few minutes. The most expensive decision you can make right now is to close this video and say, I'll start next month. Here's exactly what to do. Simple step-by-step, no excuses. Open or increase your Roth IRA or 401k contribution today. If you don't have a Roth IRA, go to Vanguard, Fidelity, or Schwab. It takes 15 to 20 minutes online. If you're single earning under $153,000 or married under $242,000 in 2026, Roth is ideal. Choose one low-cost S&P 500 index fund. VOO Vanguard 0.03% fee, FXAIX Fidelity 0.015%, or SWPPX Schwab 0.02%. They all track the same thing perfectly. Set up automatic monthly investments of $500 or start smaller. $200 to $300 builds momentum. Make it happen on payday so you never see the money. Increase gradually with every raise or bonus. Even 1 to 2% more per year adds huge compounding power. Forget about the account. Don't check daily. Check once a year at most. Let compound interest work while you live your life. Extra advantages. Roth grows tax-free forever. On $1 million, you save tens of thousands in taxes. 401k pre-tax contributions lower your current taxes, and most employers match. Adding free money, for example, 50% match on the first 6% could add $300 plus monthly on an $80,000 salary. Waiting just 5 years means you need to invest 38% more per month to catch up. Waiting 10 years, double the effort. Every month you delay is a month your money isn't growing exponentially. There are 2 futures ahead. One where you start today and see $2 to $3 million, plus by 65 to 70. Financially free, traveling, no stress about money. The other where you wait 1 more year, and end up with $1 to $2 million less, still working part-time in your 70s, wondering where the time went. Both are possible, both are you. The only difference is what you do in the next 30 minutes. If this video lit a fire under you, do these 3 things right now. Smash the like button if you're done waiting. Comment below, I'm starting today, or my age is Clarket and I'm committing to Avon per month. I read every comment and reply to as many as I can. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next video that could add hundreds of thousands to your future. Open that brokerage or 401k portal in the next 30 minutes. Set the transfer. Your future self is begging you to do it. Thanks for watching. Go make it happen. See you in the next one.